Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and we're back again for art before breakfast. And I've got my coffee. So I have a little plastic basket thing that is overflowing with these envelopes, junk mail envelopes, reply envelopes. And so I thought I would have some fun with them today. And some of you who have received happy mail from me, you know that I like to decorate these because you can mail them after you decorate them. So I'm going to take some time this morning and decorate some of these. So welcome everybody. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. You know I love you all. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And in this series, I take a few minutes before breakfast every morning. Well, not every single morning, but most mornings, and create something. So this is art before breakfast. All right, let's get started. So we have these really annoying envelopes that just aren't worth much at all. I'm going to start this one by inserting. So I'm going to decorate the entire envelope. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for something down here on the Boy, I'm mowing through this paper really fast. I'm going to insert a little piece of paper down in here. Doesn't quite fit, but it's pretty close so that when you open the envelope, it you don't see all of this mess. So let's do that first, and then we'll get to decorating the rest of it. I like these envelopes, one, in journals because they're already decorated, and two, I actually use them for mailing. If I'm sending out a happy mail that can fit in one of these envelopes, I just put it right in the envelope, and then I stick a label on the front, and it goes through the post office just fine. All right, let's get rid of this, and then let's get to having some fun. And this isn't going to be, you know, exactly to the edges. This envelope is just a hair bigger than the width of the paper, but it's close enough. And you could always put something else over that if you wanted to. So, what's everybody up to this morning? There we go. If we wanted to, we could even cut down this envelope just a little bit to make it fit, but I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so we have our inside flap. Now, all I do on these are easier with the no window than the ones with the windows, but I'm just going to take, so this was the leftover from a die cut that I did, and I'm just going to take some of this. It's basically collage on an envelope is what we're doing, but how fun they are. And then you can put little like stickers on top if you want. Now, one thing I do try to do is get my paper to go over the edge so it's not just coming right up to the edge. So when you bend it, you've got a nice, when you fold the envelope over. And I don't mind it so much on the side, although sometimes I do take it over, but I do want the top to be strong. So let's take some of this. And actually, I'm going to run this one along the bottom because I do the same thing at the bottom. I fold it over, and this is heavier cardstock. So anyway, I see that I've got one person, Christina, or Christina. I'm sorry, I have forgotten her first name. But she's been following along with me and creating her morning art. So I hope some of you others will decide to do that. Now, I also have here some of these washi tapes that I created. And I did these with the idea that I would use them as collage, because I did collage these. So let's try some of this. I'll just put this label on here. That's certainly a lot easier than having to get a glue stick. All right. Let's see, what else do I have? I'm going kind of with the neutrals here, so let's stick with the neutrals. We use that on the back. Oh, I printed these labels and they came out really big, and actually this one didn't print all the way, so let's tear this off and we'll use some of these to get some of our collage done. So I think y'all are enjoying this series. I had one lady, Rose, said, boy, I hope this continues. I really enjoy this. So I'm glad, Rose, and I saw that Rose loves cats, and I know that. I've known Rose now for a long time, and she commented last night that her favorite decorated journal card that I did the other day was the one with the door and the cats, because she likes her cats. And don't forget, if you comment on the video once it's posted, you're in the drawing for the end of the month Happy Mail giveaway. So be sure and do that. All right, let's put the, oops, that's not right side up. Let's put this on there. Now, the one thing you don't want to do on these is put any sort of postage stamp for decoration if you're going to use them in the mail. So there's that. Let's do some of, oh, let's put some flowers on there. Flowers are pretty. I've got some leaves. We'll put some, oops, come on. That's the problem when you try to take off just the edge. You have to hold it down really, really, really tight. And yep, we can put that big piece right there. Have any of you ever done this, decorated your envelopes? And just think how pretty that would be in a journal if it was folded around the, you know, a page. Would be really nice. All right, let me see what else I've got here. I've got some of this, which I really like. Let's put that right here. And I am putting these, some larger pieces on, because one, it helps me cover up the envelope faster, but then I can go back in and add some little, you know, embellishments here and there. And I am not, if you notice, I am not inking these. You can, certainly. I'll send that one over there. Okay, what else? What else have I got? I have got some of this cardstock, which is really pretty. This is actually not well, it's cardstock weight, but it's scrapbook paper. So let's see, where do I want to put that? Like maybe right here. I had to get out a new glue book this morning. That last one I had, the pages were so old that if there was any glue on the book, when I pulled up the piece that I was tearing, it would pull up the paper with it, or the paper from the glue book, and it would be stuck to my piece that I was gluing. And I got tired of picking off all those pieces. So I went and found an old paperback that I read a long time ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. And I thought, well, I'm not going to read it again, so I might as well put it to use and make a glue book out of it. And as I finish up the pages, I will save them for, this isn't glued down real good. I will save them for, you know, like pockets and things like that. So this book is not going to go to waste. All right, there's that. I need something else in here. Let's see what I've got in these. How about a little piece of that there? And I don't mind that some of the edges are straight. Some are straight, some are torn. They're all just a little bit different, but we'll put that right there. And then I need one more little piece right here. So let me look in my scrap bucket and see what I've got in here. Oh, how about that little piece right there? Oh, that's not quite going to be. Oh, yeah, it is. All right, we'll put that little piece right there. Right there. All right. And that's going to cover the front of that. Then we'll cover the back, and then we can add some little embellishments. All right, there's the front. Look at that. Can't you just see a label on there? And let me see if I can fold this back where it needs to be folded. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take, oops, sorry for the banging. I'm going to take my scoreboard and I'm going to put a score line in there just so we have another way to fold this thing. There we go. Now it's a little bit stiff because I've added paper on the inside and on the outside, so it makes it nice and stiff, but that's okay. All right, so let's now, oops, I probably took it a little too far down there, but that's all right. That's all right. Let's finish up the back. And I'll use another piece of this. Oh, I've got something else on the back of it. This is a double-sided paper, so I'll use the back side this time. or the front side, whichever way you look at it. Now, on this one, since we've got the line here, we'll have to I want to make sure that I'm following that line so I don't have to try to get in there and cut. And then I can, you know, collage over the rest of it. Let's put this one down. Right there. So that line's a little crooked, but I can put something over the top of it. And then, oh, let's take this long, narrow piece. And put it on here. I don't want to, let's put this piece down. Sometimes I put it all the way up and then I have to cut it, or sometimes what I will do is put the paper in there and draw the line of the envelope and then use that as a guide to cut the paper. But this works just fine. And then my envelope's got a couple of little flappies on here that are getting in the way. So there's that. Now what else are we going to put on here? Let me look in my, I've got some more of this we can put back here. Let's get this up here where I can tear it. And nope, let's put it right down there. So it's Friday, yay. Well, for me, it's really 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Because I work from home, I don't really, you know, Fridays aren't that big a deal for me. So, because every day is just like the next one. So, Friday is Friday. What are y'all doing this weekend? Anybody have big plans? Share with me. I don't know what our weather's going to do this weekend, but we've been having fairly nice weather, so we'll have to do a session on turning all these little book pages into something. I have no plans. I'm waiting for the estate sales. My favorite curator is next weekend, I think, having his first one he's had for a little while, and I'm really anxious to go so that I can get some goodies to sell in my sales. And speaking of sales, this Sunday is my bi-weekly sale, so I hope y'all can make it. Just looking to see what I have here that will go. I've got this piece. I did go thrifting recently and found some really fun things that I'll have. Oh, and I found the most gorgeous lace. And it's actually not even really lace. It's more of a trim. But I will have it in my sale on Sunday. So I hope y'all can join me. Even if you don't buy anything, just come out and say hello. It'll be at, I've been doing them starting at 4 p.m., but I think I'm going to change that this week and go a little bit later, because I think on Sundays, you know, people have family stuff going on and church stuff going on in the you know, earlier afternoon. So I think I might start at 6:30 this week and see if that is easier for people to, you know, make the sale if I started a little bit later. All right, there's that. Now we could put a fairly large piece in there. Let's see what I've got. I do that because that's... Let's see. How about some book page? We don't have any book page on here. I'm looking to see what this book page actually says. Because I don't want to put anything too... There we go. We'll put that right there. And then I just need a couple of other little pieces. How about the letter A back here? Put the letter A, get it straight. And then I just need one more little piece. Let's see, what can we put there that I don't already have on this? Not quite wide enough. Oh, here's something. This has got some white edges on it, so I'm actually going to tear those off, at least a couple of them. I can tell when I'm focusing because I get really quiet. Yeah, I don't really like that. I want something long there. There. That will do it. Gotta have it all looking kind of balanced. I don't know. I'm just pulling scraps out of the scrap box. I'm not thinking too hard about it. And then I've got a couple of edges here to cut off. One right there. And one right there. And then look at that. Oh, we didn't finish the top. We didn't finish the top. How about a nice long piece of this? And then something else there. Gots to finish the top of it. There we go. We'll put this on here. And then I think maybe I'll put a piece of that music paper. There's that. And I've got this. Let's put this on there. There we go. There's always paper to be had, isn't there? I've got so many, you know, printables and digitals and scrapbook paper. I try not to use too much scrap paper on these envelopes because it's thick and there's already, you know, the envelope and then some layers, but I do use some. I just don't put too much of it. I try to use more of the thinner papers, maybe printables that I run through the copier, or thinner scrapbook papers. But like I said, I try not to be too picky about what I use on these because we're just trying to make a, there we go. And there it is, folks. Look at that. There's the back. And there's the front. Now, I can take, get all these little scraps up here. Let me find some, haven't used these in a while. Let's find some little mushroom stickers in here. Let's put a little mushroom over here. Oh, that's cute. Now, the trick is, can I get, whoops, I'm probably way off screen. I apologize. Let me get back up here in camera. I hope I wasn't off for too long. Come on, there we go. Let's put this. Look at that. Almost looks like it blends right into the paper, doesn't it? I love it. And then if you were going to put an address here, you would just get a label and put in a, actually what I would do is take some coffee dyed paper and, you know, ink up the corners and put it on there. But there's that. And then let's do just a little one down here in the corner. And then when if I use this in a journal, I may decide to add more to it. You know, depending on what I'm going to use it for. But there we go. So there's a cute little envelope with just some collage bits on it. I did fold that crooked. I'll fix that. But there we go. Let me see where we're at time-wise. Oh, we're at 27 minutes, so we're just going to get one done this morning. But, yeah, I'll fix that because that does go too far down. But I'll fix that off camera. So there it is. The only difference when you're doing these is that you kind of have to go around. Actually, this window or this envelope doesn't have a window in it, so I might put a piece of acetate in there. And then with the window, you probably want to run something down in there to cover up this part here. But that's the only difference in covering those two types of envelopes. So there it is, crafting before breakfast. Thank you all for being here. I hope you will try some of these envelopes. If you do one of these envelopes, please post it with the hashtag art before breakfast, not crafting. It's art before breakfast. And post it so I can go out and find it and leave you a comment. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Bye.